We all knew that this was bound to happen. The floodgate of Vision Pro clones is now open. We played for Dream previously, VR, announcing their new and upcoming high-end mixed reality headset. And this time, of course, running on Android. Does it make it a clone then? Hey, Ty here, so welcome to the VRTech channel. Well, this is actually super interesting because we are all waiting for kind of a successor to the Quest Pro, an actual high-spec, high-end headset. Well, without the gatekeeping from Apple, it seems like we're gonna get one, and to be honest, it's very interesting. Can Play for Dream put the Apple Vision Pro to shame? Well, discover it together in this video. Let's get into it. Alright, here we are. So Play for Dream just announced their first Play for Dream headset, the Play for Dream MR. Play for Dream, I'm repeating that a lot, is not actually a new company, as it's just a rename of the previous VR that actually delivered already two different headsets. It has more than 500 stores all around China, and well, they sold like thousands of those headsets directly. So they're not new to the VR market and also to the standalone market, because the very particular thing about this headset and what makes it very interesting is that it's going to be powered by the Snapdragon XR2 Plus Gen 2. Do not confuse with the XR2 Gen 2 that we have on the Meta Quest 3, because this is going to be a beefed up version of the chipset that we have on our favorite standalone headset, with support for higher resolution with higher clock speed and of course performance, a bit like the jump that we saw from the XR2 on the Quest 2 to the XR2 Plus that we had on the Quest Pro. So this should be already a proer version of that chipset, and that's actually needed because it's gonna have to power up quite a resolution. And this is super interesting because we're finally getting a standalone headset with micro OLED displays, this time with a resolution of 3840 by 3552. That is mind-boggling, with a pixel density of 3882 ppi for an FOV of 110 degrees, with 45 ppd, pixels per degree, using double-stack pancake lenses. And these are gonna run in conjunction with the eye tracking integrated in there to have foveated rendering, because of course the XR2 Gen 2, even if it's a Plus version, might not be actually enough to run this very high resolution, similar to what we have on the Vision Pro. And let's be honest, the similarities of course don't stop there. The reality is that from the promo and some pictures, it seems like they just went in the factory for the Vision Pro and they said, hey, let me readapt this and let me run it on Android for everyone else. Again, this is standalone headset, so it's gonna have various cameras for the tracking, with support also for hand tracking and pass-through cameras that are supposed to be very high resolution at 32 megapixel, very low latency of 14 milliseconds. Now, this is a promo video, as you can see, from Play for Dream team, where it's actually using it to drive a car. I will not actually recommend it. I'm pretty sure it's illegal in pretty much every country in the planet, but they want to show off the pass-through, and hopefully this is real and it didn't have an accident right after making this video. Please don't do it at home, it's super dangerous. But yeah, what's particular here? Why does it feel like a Vision Pro on steroids in a way? Well, the resolution, first of all, as we said, of the screen is actually higher, and then it seems like to be a kind of a refined version of the Vision Pro, mostly in terms of comfort, where we don't have like the soft strap that we have on the Vision Pro. That's not really that comfortable. As we know, everyone is actually modding it, even if it's very expensive and you feel like they would have thought about it beforehand. But yeah, that wasn't the case for Apple. They actually went in the direction of Pico and the Quest Pro, putting part of the battery in the back. This is actually a curved battery. That's something that we had already in the Quest Pro, and it's not gonna give too much battery life. It's gonna work in conjunction with an external battery pack for 3 or 4 hours of use, but it's gonna help, of course, a lot for comfort, because balance is actually super important, even more than weight when it comes to VR. Also because this is gonna be pretty hefty at 635 grams. similar to the Vision Pro actually. Wonder why. I mean, the specs in total look absolutely stunning. Gonna leave them on the screen right now so you can see them in all their glory. Of course, we have to see if they're gonna be able to deliver something with those specs to actually work properly. Because that's where the difficult part is. This thing is gonna run on Android and not Android XR from Google that is gonna be unveiled hopefully soon. We don't have a date release of that yet, even if they have big collaborators like Samsung to actually work on it. But it's gonna be just a custom version of Android created directly from them to actually run this system. That means that you're gonna be able to run every single 2D app, but because it's not directly from Google, probably you're not gonna have the Google services with it. So some apps like Gmail, YouTube, and something like that, or maybe other apps that need Google services are not gonna work right off the box, but we're gonna have to see. Of course, this is my personal assumption, but the idea is actually to have more a spatial computing interface similar to what we have on the Vision Pro, as you're seeing right now in the video, instead of something like the Quest, where you can just play games and something like that. Even if with the latest update I got actually better. What's interesting though here, Play for Dream is actually have a past in VR development, so that means that you're gonna be able to use the marketplace that they had on the YVR headsets to actually leverage some power over here, so you're gonna be able to play games with the inclusion, and that is super important, of two controllers that are very reminiscent of the Quest controllers, and this is actually a big plus compared to the Vision Pro, having controllers to use in games. Super cool. So you're gonna have a catalog of VR games directly from them, but they also support streaming from your PC to the headset to use it as a PC VR headset. That is gonna work in like it works with Link or Steam Link. You know, it's not gonna be a direct connection. Unfortunately, that would be absolutely amazing with the kind of panels, but this, if it works well, will become the dream of every PC VR user. Micro OLED, super high resolution, full VR rendering, controllers integrated without any like weird things to do. Sign me up. Overall though, why I'm very excited to use this with my PC, this is more focused towards like actual spatial computing. So as we said, opening different apps, taking pictures, spatial pictures, because we have two high resolution cameras to do that, and re-watch our memories in there with also, as they advertise, the same ability to make 2D pictures, 3D things. But on all of that, we're gonna actually wait to see. I mean, going through the website, the similarities with the Vision Pros are actually very starking. When you look at some pictures, it seems like they took a picture from the Apple website directly, but no. That's a Play for Dream MR with actually the dial as well on the right to go from the pass-through to the full VR mode, and even a button to, you know, snap some pictures with it. About the software, I actually never tried YVR headsets before, so I don't know what is their state of development with Android. For sure they know what they're doing if they're doing something like this, because they already have two headsets that are already selling, at least in China. So we have to see if this is gonna be good enough to actually have a comfortable and usable headset at all. But yeah, even if it's very similar, if it looks like a clone, what do you think about it? I think I'm actually okay with it. I've been waiting for a micro OLED display headset that we can use with Android and not just with Apple, to have a bit more freedom of what we're doing. I mean, something similar is for sure gonna arrive from Meta when they're gonna unveil the Meta Quest Pro 2. This was bound to happen. It happens with phones, it happened with laptops, and now it's happening with MR headsets. The price though is pretty hefty here too, is $1890. Not $18, but $1,890 to buy this thing. But from all the technology that is packed inside, like it seems to be like a kind of an okay price, even if it's high. The real question is, will you actually pay that price for a Chinese copy of the Vision Pro, or would you rather just add $1,000 or $2,000 actually $2,000 and buy this thing instead. Let me know in the comments below. They actually contact me if I want to review that thing. I said yes, of course, because this looks absolutely extra interesting. So if everything goes well, stay tuned on the channel so we can see it together and see if finally we're gonna get some real high-end MR headsets our way too. But yeah, I'm still very skeptical about this thing. It looks amazing, but yeah, they need to deliver, and that's a different part. At least it's not a made-up company, even if the name kind of suggests so. But anyway, guys, let me know what you think in the comments below. Were you waiting for these Vision Pro copies? Do you think this is actually a good idea, or do you think that is the good direction to go copying the Quest 3 that, weirdly enough, didn't happen just yet? Hopefully Pico soon. Anyway, guys, as always, if you liked the video, like. If you didn't like the video, dislike. Subscribe to the channel for more VR tech. I really want to keep you updated on this thing because I thought it was very interesting and nobody thought about it. So yeah, here we are. Let me know what you think about it in the comments below. I can't speak today. See you guys next video. Thanks for watching. Ciao.